In this segment, we're going to cover how you link to documents and add images to pages in the PCOE portal. Before we start, I want to point out that this is one of two videos that focus on editing the pages in the portal. This is the more advanced video that addresses documents and images. It's important that you view the first video on editing text because this video builds on what you learned there. Let's get started. We'll start by again visiting the demonstration version of the Health and Welfare page. To demonstrate how you add documents to the portal and link to them from pages inside the site, we're going to create a hypothetical situation where the organization is providing a new dental plan and they want to link to it from the Retirees Over 65 Years of Age tab on this page. You already know how to edit the text on one of these tabs, but how would you link to a document? Well, it's easy, but it is a two-step process. The first step is to add a PDF of your document to the document library of the portal. The second step is to then link to that document from a page. Please note that part of the governance for this portal provides that only PDF versions of documents be stored here. Additionally, these PDF documents must be ADA compliant. For our example, we already have an ADA-compliant PDF document that outlines a new dental plan from a fictitious company, Acme Dental. With our PDF document on our local computer's desktop, here's what we need to do to add it to the site and link to it from the Health and Welfare page. Step 1 is to authenticate into the site. As you know, we do that by going down to the bottom of the page and clicking on the Web Administration link. Now we navigate down to the Page Administration area and click on the Departments tab. Because this document is going to be used on a Human Resources page, it's important that we add it to the area of the document library where all of the Human Resources documents are to be stored. Getting to this portion of the library is easy. We just click on the link Documents adjacent to Human Resources. That will deliver us to a page dedicated to the Human Resources documents stored in the portal's document library. Before we go there, I want to point out that every group that has pages in the portal has a set of links available here so that they can visit the areas that contain their pages, their images, and their documents. It's important that you upload images and documents into the appropriate areas in order to maintain the integrity of the environment. Now we'll click that link. And here we are looking at the section of the portal's document library dedicated to Human Resources documents. We can see that there are several folders here allowing HR documents to be grouped by category. Since the document we have is related to employee benefits, we simply open the Employee Benefit Information folder, which is where we want to store this document. Now we see all the documents related to employee benefits. All we need to do to add our new PDF document about the Acme Dental program is to find it on our desktop using Windows Explorer and then simply drag it and drop it right here. Once we drag it and drop it into the appropriate area of the library, it's important that we add a couple of pieces of information to it so that the document can be managed more easily in the future. Doing that is simple. First, we make sure that the library itself is in order by date modified so that our Acme Dental document appears at the top. Then we go up into the ribbon and click on the Library tab. Then we click on Quick Edit. Now we can see that our document lacks some of the information that all of the other documents have. All of the other documents identify themselves as being departmental documents and then specifically Human Resources documents. We just need to add that information to our documents. We don't even have to type it. We can just click on the cell underneath ours and drag this information up and drop it. Once we've matched the information of the other documents in this library, we're done with the library portion of this task, and so we can switch the library view back to the normal view. And then we can close the page, which will deliver us back to the Web Administration page. Now that our document is stored correctly, we can visit the Health and Welfare page and link to it. Let's use the primary navigation to go to that page. Here we are on the Health and Welfare page. I'd like to add a link to our new document in the information area. and specifically under the tab Retirees over 65 years of age. To do that, we just go up to the ribbon and click on the sprocket wheel and then select Edit Page. Then we scroll back down the page to find the text area titled Retirees over 65 years of age. I'm just going to go to the bottom of this text and add Acme Dental, and then the text that will become our link, which is going to be Acme Dental Plan Summary. Now I'm going to highlight Acme Dental and use the appropriate style so that it matches these other entries. Now comes the fun part, linking to the document. All I need to do is highlight the text Acme Dental Plan Summary, go up into the ribbon, click on the Insert tab, click on Link, and select From SharePoint. This provides me with a page that will allow me to navigate to and select the document we just added to the Human Resources area of the document library. All documents can be found under PCOE Documents, and then in this case in the Departments folder, and then in the Human Resources folder. Once we find our document, all we need to do is select it and then hit Insert in the bottom right-hand corner of the page. One last thing that we need to do before we save the page and publish it is to make our new link ADA compliant. We do that by placing our cursor inside the link and then click on the Link tab in the ribbon. That exposes the description box in the ribbon, which is where we put our ADA description, Acme Dental Plan Summary. And because it's a PDF, we're also going to select the checkbox to cause our document to be opened in a new tab. Now we just save the page, check it in, and publish it. And now we'll test our link. So we have successfully added a document to the Human Resources portion of the document library and linked to it from one of the Human Resources pages. Now let's add a picture to our page. The process is remarkably similar. We're going to first upload an image into the Human Resources area of the image library and then simply link to it from one of the Human Resources pages. Before we do this, it's important to understand that you should only use images for which you have secured the rights before placing them on pages in the portal. For our demonstration, what we're going to do is replace the image of the teacher above the quotation with a different image. I've already sourced an image and saved it on my desktop. This quotation area already has styling information in the background that will limit the width of a picture applied here to the same width as the image of the teacher that we see here already. While this area will automatically resize your image without distorting it, it's a good idea to upload an image that is already approximately the right size. If you're unfamiliar with image editing, you may want to ask someone for help with resizing images in preparation for adding them to your site. In order to replace this image, the first thing that we need to do is to add our new image into the Human Resources portion of the Images library. To do that, we go to the bottom of the page and click on Web Administration. Now we go back to the same area that we visited in order to find our document library, except this time we select Images. That delivers us to the Human Resources portion of the Images library, where we can see on the left-hand side of the page the names of all of the images, followed by their sizes, and far to the right, thumbnails, which help us identify the images visually. Just like we did with the document, all we need to do is to drag and drop our image onto the library. Once we've done that, we put the library into Quick Edit view. Make sure that our new images are at the top by sorting on Date Modified, and then copy the appropriate information on our new image so that the library stays organized. We then click on the View icon, which saves our changes to the library, and then we can close it, which will leave us looking at the Web Administration page again. Now we just navigate back to the Health and Welfare page. Then we put that page into edit mode. Then we scroll down to the image above our quotation. Select the current image by clicking on it, and delete it by clicking the Delete key. Making sure that our cursor is located where we want the new image to appear, we then go up into the ribbon and click Insert, Image from SharePoint. That presents us with a window that we've already seen, which will allow us to browse to the Page Images library, go to the Departments area, and then the Human Resources area, and select our new image. Now we just accept that image and we're returned to the Health and Welfare page where we see our new image is already in place. Before we save the page, let's make sure that we select the image by clicking on it, go up into the ribbon and click on Image, and enter the ADA description. Now we can save the page, check it in, and publish it. So to summarize, we've added a document to the correct area of the document library and linked to it from a page. Then we added an image to the appropriate image library and placed it on our page. Once you've gone through this process a few times, it becomes very easy. It's even easier if you identify several pictures or several documents to be uploaded at once, and then do your page editing after those resources are all available to you, rather than approaching this one image or one document at a time. And that's all there is to adding documents and images to the pages of the PCOE portal.